Hey guys, today we'll be making an adorable Christmas ruffle deco mesh wreath. What you will need, I have an 18-inch wreath ring, my adorable sign for the center. I have blue, white, green, and silver deco mesh, some red ribbon, Chanel stems, scissors or a rotary cutter, and a hot glue gun. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so I have cut my mesh into 8-inch long pieces and I have cut my stems into thirds. What I'm going to do, and again with every wreath there are several methods you can use. You could layer the mesh one on top of each other. You can kind of alternate overlapping them halfway. Lately I've been using the overlapping method just because it makes the wreath fun and fuller and larger and more whimsical. But both methods are cute, both methods are adorable, so go with whatever you choose. I'm going to take my first piece of mesh and then lay it flat. Take my next piece, overlap it halfway, and my third piece. So I kind of alternate left, right, left, and they're overlapping halfway. I'm going to scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Just like that. Take my stem, twist it around my bundle, kind of fan it out and flare it out a little bit, just like that. Then I'm going to add it to my wreath. You can use only the center ring. If you're using a smaller 14-inch wreath ring, then it has 4 rings, and you can use the center 2, or you can alternate inner 2, outer 2, inner 2, outer 2. Since I'm using the larger wreath ring and it only has 3 sections, I'm going to place the mesh on each individual section and twist it in place. And then tuck it away. Just like that. And it will move a little bit. That's alright. The more mesh we place, the more stable it will become. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to alternate the color order. Again, I think that just makes for an even cuter wreath. I'm going to add in silver here and there. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. The amount of mesh you place in each bundle, that is completely up to you. I've used 3 pieces, sometimes I've used 5 or 6 pieces. Whatever you prefer. And you can perform this same method with the 10-inch deco mesh as well. I have videos with the different methods and the different size mesh. I will link in the description box down below. Layer it out a little bit. And I'm going to go to the next stem. So the first one is here and then there. Again, it will kind of move a little bit. It will stabilize the more mesh we get in place. So twist, 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 and tuck it away. Just like that. Alright, I'm going to get a few more bundles placed and then show you what it's looking like. Another method is you can place all of your stems on the wreath first before placing any of your mesh. This is what one section is looking like. I'm just kind of fluffing it up and flaring it out a little bit. And this is only 4 bundles. You can go with more, less, whatever you prefer. I like to add about 4 or 5 bundles in each section. If you want it thicker and poofier, then you can add 7 or 8 bundles. It's completely up to you. I'm going to get more bundles placed and show you what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like so far. So cute and precious. All right, let's keep going. So once you have all of your mesh in place, I just kind of flare out the layers, kind of separate it, fluff it all out, making sure it's nice and poofy. You can definitely add more or less mesh if you choose to do so. I mainly went with the blue, white, and green, but I did add in gray here and there, and I also added in a few red pieces here and there. Alright, so once we fluffed, again, we're going to fluff one more time once we add our sign, but for now, let's get our adorable sign attached to the center. So I'm going to take 2 stems, twist them together to form one long stem, and place it at the top. 2 stems twist together for the bottom. Just make sure you have enough stem hanging off the side of your sign so that you can easily attach it to your wreath. And then you're just going to hot glue them in place. Alright, so now we're just going to place the sign in the center of our wreath. I kind of like to flare out my mesh a little bit. And then we're just going to attach each stem to the wreath. So just push the mesh aside. Loop the stem around the wreath ring a couple of times, just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then fluff up your mesh around your stem. And I'm going to repeat this step for all 4 stems. Alright, so once I've attached all of my stems, I am just fluffing up and flaring out and separating my mesh one final time, making sure I fill any gaps or spaces. And you can add any additional embellishments that you'd like. You can just have fun with it and make it your own. But it's so cute, simple, and easy to make. Modify the colors, the styles to fit your theme.